Today on Dr. Phil. He won on Survivor, but now
I've never talked to a guest that was closer to death.
he's losing a battle with alcohol.
Can you walk?
I have to help.
How drunk do you think you are right now?
I had an entire bottle of vodka.
He knows he needs help.
Sandra Diaz is a two-time winner of Survivor.
Sandra, so grateful that you're here.
It's gonna be okay.
Now, if he won't listen,
The doctor told us that he is weeks, if not days, within dying.
he won't survive.
Do you know what it's going to do to your mother if she has to bury her boy?
Of course I do.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
I hate to see people suffering, and you've heard long enough.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
Roll 70. Take
I'm going to get you the help that you need.
In 5, 4,
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Go, Dr. Phil.
Hey, guys. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Todd Herzog was just 22 when he won Survivor China, the 15th season of the hit show. He spent his teen years working towards that win, and he was on top of the world. Just 6 years later, his family says Todd has hit rock bottom. They say Todd has blown through his $1 million winnings, and they often find him so intoxicated that he is passed out, soaked in his own urine. With several visits to the ER and blood alcohol levels as high as 0.582, levels doctors say they had never seen before in someone who wasn't comatose or dead. It's no wonder his family fears that if something doesn't change today, Todd is within days of dying.
He told me, Dad, I would never shoot myself, but he goes, I guess I am killing myself slowly. I am killing myself slowly with the drinking.
This is killing me. This is killing our whole family.
He said, Dad, I'm gonna die. And I just said, Todd, I will not let you die.
He will urinate all over himself in the bed.
I've seen Todd drool, and I've seen him so intoxicated that he can't walk.
I can help you walk if you want to try and walk.
I'm really worried about Todd.
My brother became obsessed with the show Survivor when he was a teenager.
Todd would do Survivor challenges in the backyard.
They had to eat perspired duck eggs and crickets.
They would walk around in the backyard with their torches like they were about to go to tribal council. Todd began submitting audition tapes to Survivor at the age of 20.
When Todd found out that he was chosen for the season 15, he was just so excited. Todd survived the 39 days because he mentally and emotionally prepared himself for it.
When Jeff Probst said the winner of Survivor China is Todd, we all screamed. Todd won $1 million.
Todd was recognized everywhere he went.
I did notice that after Todd won Survivor, that he started to go to these events and people drank at every event and Todd began drinking.
I started to notice that Todd had a problem with alcohol.
He was drinking alone, depressed and bored.
He was at my house and I just heard this horrible banging noise. He had fallen all the way down the stairs.
About a month later, we got a phone call that he had a seizure. Todd was seizing about every 8 minutes. He was put into the ICU for 5 days. Todd's alcohol level was 0.577.
The doctors told us that they had never seen anyone over 500 that was not comatose or dead.
I was so scared. I didn't know if he was going to die.
My parents brought Todd home for a 30-day rehab.
As soon as Todd got out of rehab, he was at a club drinking again.
The last time we were at the hospital, one of the nurses told me that he had never seen a blood alcohol so high. He told me it was 0.582.
Todd said he will never go back to rehab. He would rather just rely on family and himself to get sober.
My son drinks from the minute he wakes up until He goes to bed and sometimes can go through 2 bottles in 2 to 3 hours.
He will die, and I don't think it's gonna take long.
I feel like I can't save my own son.
It is very ironic that Todd won the show Survivor. I wish that he knew how to survive in life.
Okay, obviously this is a very serious situation. How do you feel watching that synopsis of your son's life?
I've been living it, and when I see it, it just magnifies that we can't fix him. We're scared, and it's gotten at the point where Todd is not Todd. He's not even existing.
What is your greatest fear?
Oh, getting a phone call or having him not answer, and I've knocked at the door for 45 minutes. I've tried to climb up his balcony, and I thought he was dead. It's a normal thing for me when I don't hear from him.
Glenn, you've held him during the night, passing out, seizures, all of these things. What does this do to you as a father?
Oh, it's devastating. It is. He seizures all night and literally have to hold him to keep him from hurting himself. I carry him to the bathroom. I do everything that I possibly can to help him, but I don't know what to do to fix the problem.
How has it gotten this far? I mean, you got to realize that he's at the end here. This is the end stage. Yeah. This is when you die.
Right, right. He moved to Florida, so we didn't see it all, but he would call on occasion, and he would try to mask it, but we could tell he'd been drinking. It wasn't until we got a phone call that he was working one night and he had a seizure, and we realized that he was drinking all the time, and even just to cope in life, he'd have drink after drink, and he had a seizure at work and was rushed to the hospital.
Kimmy, did you know it was this bad?
I didn't know because he was so far away. I knew he was drinking, but I had no idea how bad it was.
Chuck, you wrote the show.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why.
At one point, a doctor told us that he is weeks, if not days, within dying.
When you see someone that has this much alcohol in their system and in their brain, all of their functioning starts to fail. Right. Their ability to function socially, of course, fails. Their organs begin to shut down, and you start to see their grooming, their housing, their clothing, everything begins to deteriorate to the point that it's almost indescribable. Has that happened here?
Absolutely. Even food-wise, you go in, there's nothing in his pantry. You go in, he hasn't done laundry for days. He hasn't shaved, and he's so shaky in between the drinks that he asks people to help him shave.
In February, when we got a call saying that he had had a seizure and that we needed to get him to treatment, Shirley and I flew out about 4 hours later, and when we got to his apartment, it looked as though it was more like an episode of Hoarders. Besides the alcohol bottles everywhere, there was rotting food, there was clothing. You literally had to climb over things to get through the apartment, get through the house. The bathroom was unhealthy.
Could the urgency be any higher?
No.
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 No,
I mean,
extreme.
You're legally intoxicated at 0.08, 0.08 blood alcohol level. Right. He is 0.582.
Yeah, and he's a little guy.
Blood alcohol level. And you have to understand, there can be no relenting here. We're not talking to Todd here. We're talking to some version of him that is in an impaired state. And there has to be a willingness to do whatever it takes to get him to the medical resources to help him, even if it involves getting a 5150, even if it involves getting an involuntary commitment. We have to understand we have one goal here today, and that is he does not leave here and kill himself. He leaves here and gets some help. Absolutely. And nobody, if you aren't 100% steeled against and to that, you need to excuse yourselves now, because I will drag him if necessary. We do what we have to do. Because listen, yeah. I've never talked to a guest that was closer to death than this one. Oh. I don't know that we can even get him here. He's barely able to stand as we speak. Look, we've got to take a break. Next, knowing that Todd's life was in danger, we sent interventionists Debbie and Brandon to meet with the family and assess the severity of the situation. But what happened during that family meeting, no one was prepared for. Todd's situation was just over the top. And it went from dire to a whole other level of dangerous. Find out what happened when we come back.
When was the last time you had the vodka, the shot?
Like 5 hours ago. I really need some.
Do you have any shakes right now?
I have shakes. My body is shaking.
Todd Herzog was just 22 when he won Survivor China. Now 28, Todd is struggling to survive his severe addiction to alcohol. His family says he drinks at least a half a gallon of vodka every day. So we sent VIP recovery interventionists Debbie and Brandon to Utah to meet with Todd's family and figure out a plan. No one was prepared for what was about to happen when they made that visit to Utah. Take a look.
Hi, how are you doing? I want to get your perspective on what's going on.
We've seen Todd deteriorate. Last night he started hallucinating, saying, I want to leave through that door. No, don't come in that door. And there was no door there.
I've just seen Todd go so downhill that sometimes it feels like I'm dealing with somebody with Alzheimer's. It's been exhausting. He's trying to detox himself because there's a Survivor finale. It's really, really scary to watch him like this.
Does he have a history of seizures?
He's been hospitalized 3 times in the last.
But as far as the seizures, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always so scared I'm gonna find him dead one time. He seems like he's getting closer every day.
And you're right, he is. He is slowly dying.
He's drinking 2 bottles a day, I know that, sometimes 3. He wants to stop, but he's terrified that when he detoxes and has these seizures, that he's going to die. So in his mind, what he does is he keeps drinking so that he doesn't seize.
Hey, how are you? Are you worried about getting another shot of vodka?
Yeah, because I'm gonna need one really bad.
When was the last time you had the vodka, the shot?
5 hours ago. I really need some.
Do you have any shakes right now?
Of course I have shakes. My body is shaking.
And I'll bring that vodka to you right now, okay? I'm leaving right now.
Okay.
Okay, I love you, Todd. Hey, bye.
I absolutely believe that you need to get over there now and give him that vodka so that he does not go into what we call DTs or delirium tremens. Do you and does the family understand the seriousness if he goes into DTs?
We just think death.
Let's go.
Okay, all right.
We're only a block away from where Todd is. His stepdad and mom are actually going to go into the house, determine how severe the tremors are at this time. One of the things you could do is go ahead and leave your phone on. We'll stay connected once you get there.
You feel better a little bit having that in your system? You're not shaking too bad. How's your stomach feel?
Crab black.
What does that mean?
Black poop could mean that you have some internal bleeding and that it's been bleeding for a while.
This is serious. Body organs are shutting down, and we need to take action immediately.
Well, Debbie and Brandon raced back to the house to get the rest of the family to see if they could get Todd here. Now, time clearly was of the essence.
Just follow our lead. Everything will be good. Let's go. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Todd, we bought some folks.
Hey, Todd, how you doing? My name's Brandon. Hey, how you doing, bud? This is my mother and business partner, Debbie. Do you mind if we all sit down and have a chat real quick?
Go ahead.
You got a lot of people here that care about you, and we're here because they're all worried. How long ago did you start the detox process?
Yesterday, I
I'm shaky, if you can see. These hands don't stay straight. I've had to have my parents give me small shots to keep me from shaking so that I don't seizure. What is this? Can someone please tell me?
Yeah, we're here to offer you some help. You said yourself, that you're struggling with alcoholism and you're trying to detox. And we've been talking with all of your family, and they're scared to death, and we're here to offer you help. We're here to give you a chance. I'm a recovered drug addict. My mom's also a registered nurse, and she's got some medical issues that she wants to bring to your attention.
Do you have concerns about your health?
Of course.
Okay, what are those concerns?
That I'm gonna kill myself. That's pretty much it.
How?
Drinking.
The shakes. Are they tremors all over your body, or are they isolated to your
They're all
hands?
over my body. And I keep my hands closed like this because they... I've not had an appetite for days and days, and I vomit a lot.
So what happens if you have a seizure and nobody's here to help you?
Then I die.
Exactly. Right on.
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna come with us and accept the help.
And do
we're offering.
what? Like, what is the help?
Well, you know who Dr. Phil is, right?
Of course.
He'd like to meet with you, and he'd like to offer you his help.
Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
Why the would he want to help me?
Dr. Phil sent us here because he heard about your story. He's concerned about you, and he wants to meet with you.
But I want to go on December 15th to what I have to do.
What's December 15th?
The December 15th is the finale of Survivor, because I was obviously on the show, so there's a red carpet, and I was invited by press to stand on the red carpet, and I really want to be there because it's important to me.
We're going to ask you to pack a bag. The things that you need, we're going to ask your mom to go with you to get a bag quickly packed, and we're going to head to the airport.
I feel like I'm dying. And I don't want to... I don't want to hurt... I don't want to hurt my family. That's why I'm willing to go. Because it hurts a lot.
Well, there are two empty stools sitting here because the plan was when we came out of that tape, Debbie and Brandon were going to be sitting here to give us an update about what was going on. But as with any serious intervention, particularly one that I believe is on death's door, things change really quickly. Todd is in bad shape upstairs. He cannot stand, he cannot walk. So I asked Debbie and Brandon to go up there to check on him. So we'll see what happens when we come back. Todd was just 22 when he won the reality competition series Survivor China. But now, 6 years later, he is in a life and death struggle to survive his serious addiction to alcohol. In the past few months, Todd's family has taken him to the ER 4 times, where his blood alcohol level has reached as high as 0.582. Now, that's more than 8 times the legal limit, and a level so high that death is considered not possible, but probable. Now, we sent Debbie and Brandon to help get Todd here today because he has agreed to meet with me. Now, before he comes out, I want to play a short video that he recorded just yesterday.
Every single day I have to wake up, wait for the liquor store to open, go buy 2 bottles that are this size right here, and then I have to take 2 shots about this big. It's the only way to stop the shakes. I've had 1 today, but I have to have a second. It's a daily process that I have to do. I feel like crap. I just threw up. I'm shaky and weak. I'm gonna need more in a lot, like 15 minutes probably. It's pretty sad. That's for sure.
Well, I'm asked Debbie and Brandon to bring Todd out right now, and that's going to be a bit of a chore, but we'll do what we can here.
Okay, come on.
Shoot.
Todd, Dr. Phil.
Hi, I'm Todd. Nice to meet you.
How you feeling, man? Can you walk?
Barely. I have to have help.
All right.
Sorry, I'm very...
That's all right. Brandon, why don't you get over there and take Debbie's spot?
All right. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm sorry, I'm crying because I just can't believe this is happening. So,
Turn around.
it's
Just
happening.
come turn around.
1,
Okay.
2,
3.
Here we go.
Why do you guys have 9-foot chairs?
Go on up.
There you go. All right.
You're good.
But I'm good. Yeah.
Hey,
Good to see you, man.
good to see you too.
How you doing, bro?
So yeah, I'm okay. Cause I didn't know this was happening right now.
You're not okay.
No.
You said you're
Not.
okay, but you're not okay. You're not even almost okay.
No.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, of course I know who you are.
You are here because I wanted to talk to you because, in my opinion, you're killing yourself, man.
I am. Yeah,
killing
I
yourself.
am. I know I am.
And I'm wanting to get a sense of how present you are in the moment right now. How drunk do you think you are right now?
Well, today I had an entire bottle, like a liter of vodka. And because I do usually 2, maybe 3 a day, depending on the day.
Well, I
And
want to get a
so-
fix on you right now so I know what I'm dealing with. This is a breathalyzer.
Okay.
I want you to blow into it really hard for 5 seconds when I tell
Okay.
you so I can see where you are. All right, take a deep breath and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, thank you. I want to do this because I want to know how impaired you are at this point. I'm hoping this is a low number.
I hope it's way low number than what I've seen in the past.
0.263.
So pretty bad.
At this point, do you have any ability to think clearly?
Yes. I can talk to you clearly. Like, I might sound slurly, but I can tell you the truth about whatever you want to ask.
Well, at 0.25, just so all of you know, all mental, physical, and sensory functions are severely impaired, emotionally and physically numb, and possible loss of consciousness. There's a high risk of asphyxiation from choking on vomit. I mean, and you're actually above that at 0.3, which is where you're headed. They may suddenly pass out and be difficult to awaken. Tremors, memory loss, drunken stupor, cool body. I mean, why are you doing this to yourself?
I have no idea. I hadn't ever had a drink until I was 22. And so I wasn't even like excited to drink at 21, but
So you started partying.
Yeah.
And so you started drinking and you celebrated. You felt better.
Yeah.
Okay. But now that's changed. You don't feel better anymore, do you?
No, I feel like crap now, basically.
Tell him what it's going to do to you if you have to stand there and drop dirt on his coffin. Man up and look at her.
It will kill me.
What's going to happen to you if you keep drinking like you're drinking?
I'm going to die.
And you're drinking a lot.
Yeah, and it's quite disgusting. And to me, it disgusts me because I have to carry the garbage bag out to the dumpster, and it's like cling, 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 cling,
Yeah,
cling.
we'll put it up in the monitors so you can see it without having to move, but I put together a display of what you're drinking. That's
Shoot, sorry.
At the most 90-liter bottles, about 24 gallons of vodka that you consume in a month. That's how much you drink, right? And you say you don't want to go put those in the trash because people think...
Because they hear the clink, 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 clink when I walk out to the dumpster, so I walk out secretly, and I'm like, hopefully they don't hear me, and I throw it into the dumpster. And
because if they don't hear it clinking, then they wouldn't know that you're drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to tell from talking to you or looking at you.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's pretty obvious that you're drunk, and you're drunk now. And you know, here's the bottom line.
Yeah, I'm even drunk now. Yeah.
Do you know what it's going to do to your mother if she has to bury her boy? Tell him what it's going to do to you if you have to stand there and drop dirt on his coffin. Now, here, man up and look at her.
Don't
Look at her.
I'm trying.
Yes,
I
I
feel
know.
what I feel, you know.
You look him in the eye and tell him the truth.
It will kill me. And I will never, ever be able to face another day. I will wonder all the time how I could have changed it, what I could have done. And I would feel hurt. I would be a mess. And you're my boy, you're my firstborn, and you've been my best friend through the years. I don't think I could live after that. I think I deteriorate seeing you die, Todd. And I don't want that. I don't even want that to be a thought, but it has been a reoccurring thought for a long time now.
I know.
Do you care about her?
Of course I do.
Look at your father. What is it going to do to him if you have to bury your son? Stand here in front of him, please. Glenn, thank you. Look him in the eye and tell him.
I told you that I am not going to let that happen. And I am not going to let it happen.
Don't say that, because I can't hear that.
Well, I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let you die, and that's why I'm here.
Kimmy, what do you want for your brother? You want him to get his life together? You want him to keep lying to himself? What do you want from him?
I just want my big brother back. I miss being able to have a real conversation with you and being able to hang out with you and go do fun things. Now I invite you out, and there's always an excuse. And you never make it. And I just miss my big brother.
Well, I'll say one thing is I'm so stubborn that I wouldn't be willing to come out here if it wasn't for you to help me and show me what to do and help me with what I have to do. And here I am.
Well, we're going to test that in just a minute. We're going to take a break. When we come back, someone who Todd hasn't seen in a while is going to join us. she understands a part of Todd that no one else can.
So-
Find out who she is and what she wants to say to Todd when we come back. Winning the reality competition Survivor is no small feat, especially when you're just 22, as Todd Herzog was 6 years ago when he won Survivor China. Now, for the past few years, however, Todd has hit rock bottom as he struggles with a severe case of alcoholism. His family wrote to me for help as Todd has just refused to turn his life around. He's refused to go to rehab. He has refused to do anything that gets him back on the right path. Now, I want to add somebody to the conversation here right quick. Dr. Ian Smith from the Emmy Award-winning show The Doctors is here today. This is Dr. Smith right on the end down here.
Hey, Todd.
How much danger are we dealing with here with him?
When I saw the numbers of your blood alcohol concentration, I was shocked you're still alive. I mean, those numbers are beyond scope. The volume of alcohol that you're consuming is absolutely destroying your liver. And when Dr. Phil says that you are close to death, I mean, even though you're talking and you're understanding what we're saying, that doesn't reflect what's happening internally. Physiologically, your body is probably 100 years old.
So you understand, there are things you can't see that are going on with him that are important. Okay, now, I would like to introduce someone who wanted to be a part of the show today for Todd. I want to welcome Sandra Diaz. She is a two-time winner of Survivor. Sandra's right here. Sandra, say hello.
Sandra. I love you, Sandra, so much.
It's gonna be okay, all right?
You're the most wonderful person ever.
Oh, you have to pay attention and do the right thing, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sit back.
Okay, we got him. Sandra, you can go back to your seat. Thank you, Sandra, for being here. Now, Todd actually called you 4 days ago, right? He was crying, saying that rehab is just not working. He was out of money. He was just at the bottom of the barrel. True?
It's true. He called me and I said, Todd, you can come to my house. You don't need any money to come here. I'll help you as best as I can. We'll figure something out. If the treatments weren't working, maybe something, I don't know what I was going to do, but if he needed help, then I said, come to my house.
But he didn't come because, what did he say?
He said he was going to talk to his mom and get back to me. That was his response.
I just loved her because she helped me because she's very, very, very blunt.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
very blunt.
I'm like Blunt's big brother. Okay?
Well, and I can be blunt back.
All right, here's the deal.
Okay, what's the deal?
You don't have the right to do what you're doing.
Right.
You don't have the right to kill yourself. You don't have the right to keep abusing yourself the way you're doing. You don't have the right to break her heart, his heart, her heart. You don't have the right to break your sister Kimmy's heart. You don't have the right to do that. What you have to do is step up and get yourself straight. And the only way you're going to do that is to get yourself into the right kind of treatment program. You have to be willing to do whatever you have to do to get a grip and get yourself under control. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and it's something that cannot be put off 1 minute further. You can't just stop drinking.
I agree,
if you stop drinking, you could kill yourself. I do see it.
This is what I do when I get really nervous.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what I'm doing is I'm listening to you and getting really nervous.
I'm going to let him soak up a little of what I've said. And he has said that he won't go to rehab. He wants to do this on his own. Well, his blood alcohol level today alone is 0.263. So I'm going to tell him what I think about that and what I think he deserves when we get back. We've been talking to 28-year-old Todd Herzog and his family. Now, Todd won Survivor China 6 years ago, and he was on top of the world. Todd and his family say winning Survivor was one of the best things that ever happened to Todd. But now, as he is literally killing himself with alcohol, with ER visits and blood alcohol levels as high as 0.582, Todd's life is literally hanging in the balance. I mean, that's what we're dealing with. Here's what I want you to agree to do. I asked somebody to come here today. It's Steve Thomason. Steve, raise your hand, say hello. This is Steve Thomason right here. He is the director of the Arbor Treatment Center. He's here today because I want him, along with his nurse, to take you from here today to that treatment center to get you not only detoxified, but to also work on every element that you need to deal with that drives this drinking. This is not just a simple situation for you. It's more than just alcohol. What did you ask me?
What day?
Today. Now. Today.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
You go from here with them to there. Steve, what do you want to say?
Just that the Arbor, this is what we do. You know, it's obvious that Todd needs treatment, but so does the family. And one of the things we are so good at is working with the family as well.
I want you leaving here today, and you're going to be gone for a good while. You understand that? I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
How long is a good while?
A good while.
A good while is a long time to me because I got a lot of stuff going on in my life.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You have one thing to do.
I for
and that's
sure
to stay
do.
alive.
Is what I will say.
You have one thing to do, and that's to stay alive and stay healthy. There is no other priority but that one. Nothing else matters but you staying alive and getting yourself healthy.
And I will get myself healthy. I'm glad to be here. Like, I'm very, very proud to be here, to be honest with you.
And I'm going to ask him to look me in the eye and make a commitment that I'll hold him to right after the break. Todd, you and I have been talking, and I want to be very clear. I think you have a really good heart. I think you realize that these people love you unconditionally.
And I'm willing to do whatever I can do to actually make myself okay.
And this is not going to be easy, but
No.
you are capable of doing this.
How long do I have to go?
You're going to be gone for at least 90 days. And probably a lot longer
dog.
than that.
Seriously?
Seriously.
90 days?
And understand that 90 days
And
may
that's
well
over
just
Christmas,
be the beginning.
And that's over my birthday.
It's over your Christmas, it's over birthday, it's over a lot of things.
Well, shoot dog is all I have to say.
At least you'll be alive for it, Todd.
That's right.
You leave here today, you go there, we get you right, and then you come back out here and tell us how you're doing. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay?
Fair enough.
Deal? I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Debbie and Brandon of Vital Intervention Professionals VIP Recovery for their help in getting Todd here today. You guys didn't have
these two.
We didn't
They're
give
wonderful.
you. Yeah, we
so
didn't
thank them.
We didn't.
And Sandra.
We didn't give you guys much chance to say anything here when you were out here today, but it was all about you on tape while you were upstairs. So people heard from these guys plenty. Are they great or what? These two. Debbie, how glad are you to see him in this stool here?
I am so glad to see you here because you are a day away from death.
How glad do you see him in this stool here?
I'm real glad to see you here because you really need this. I mean,
don't make me cry.
Body's shutting down. You want to get this done? Don't worry about part two. Let's get to part three.
All right, also special thanks to Dr. Ian Smith and to Dr. Robert Jackson, Glenn's orthopedic surgeon, who graciously rescheduled Glenn's hip surgery so he could be here today for Todd. So we really thank him as well. And a very, very special thank you to the Arbor Treatment Center for this life-saving opportunity for this deserving young man. For more information on today's show, please go to drphil.com. Thanks for being here so long. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dr. Smith, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.